Jason, as the final say for Senate Bill 4 remains up in the air, questions remain on how it will be enforced.
All right, for that side of the story, KHU11's Jalissa Garza spoke with 2 law enforcement in different counties. She joins us with their plans if this law takes effect. Jalissa.
Yeah, 2 different sides here. One county I spoke with in full support of Senate Bill 4, saying that it adds border security. Meantime, another county is opposed to it, saying that it's a discriminatory policy. Brian Hawthorne is the sheriff for Chambers County and legislative chairman for the Sheriff's Association of Texas. He, like several others, is in favor of Senate Bill 4.
The concept and everything that the governor and the state legislature is trying to do, we support. Because border security obviously has completely failed.
But he says there are flaws in the bill that pose questions, like will there be funding for county jails who could see an influx of people?
I already have contracts with the Department of Homeland Security, and so we manage and work out those things once their criminal charges are taken care of from a county side. But not all sheriffs are 287G sheriffs, and so therefore if you're holding them on a immigration issue based upon SB 4, you could be holding them for a while without any reimbursement, and it could get expensive to a county.
He says if SB 4 is enforced, nothing would change as far as the department's policy and procedures with arrests, and his deputies will not actively look for people who are undocumented.
We are going to clearly be looking for violations of law that are clear, that are clearly in our view, or that we have probable cause to know that they have committed a crime. Well, I don't have probable cause to know whether somebody has committed a crime based upon an immigration violation until actually they've been arrested for another law.
He says if Senate Bill 4 does go into effect, we could see the impacts more along the border.
There's some caveat in SB 4 that really makes you have to actually see them illegally crossing. Really, so we see this being more of a border issue.
Meantime, about an hour away in Fort Bend County, Precinct 4 Commissioner Dexter McCoy says law enforcement in Fort Bend County does not support Senate Bill 4.
The sheriff has talked a lot about how justice is supposed to be blind. And if it's supposed to be blind, then you can't then start investigating people because of the way that they look. It is completely counter to our justice system.
And feels this could take away resources for counties like his. As for how his county will handle SB 4 if it goes into effect is unknown right now.
I guess we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it.
Both leaders, they are clearly on opposite sides, but they each have their own questions when it comes to SB 4. In the meantime, they, like many other people across the state, are keeping a close eye and just waiting for a final decision. Mia?
Very detailed insight from both parties there. Jalissa, thank you.
This afternoon, the Houston Police Department tells us they're still working on what enforcement would look like for them if SB 4 is allowed to stand. Adam Bennett, live at City Hall tonight. Adam, some city council members talking about the law today.
That's right, Lynn. So to be clear, it was not on today's meeting agenda, but as the meeting was about to wrap, Councilmember Abby Kamen brought up the ongoing legal battle. She says there's a lot of chaos and confusion around SB 4. She told the other council members today that she's extremely concerned about what she called, quote, racial and discriminatory implications of this law. She said she wants a clear understanding from the mayor's administration about their position. Well, last month, Mayor John Whitmire did tell reporters that Houston will not enforce what he called such unconstitutional orders. He had said, quote, I am confident the court system will strike down this bill. Today, I asked the mayor about enforcement of SB 4.
I'm not going to speculate as long as it's in the court.
Have you had conversations with HPD about how it would be enforced?
I'm not going to speculate as long as it's in the court. It'd be wrong to do that.